So you might be having an issue where your PlayStation 4 controller is just randomly dying very fast. Now, this can happen for a few different reasons, but the main thing I would recommend telling every single person is to make sure that when you're done using your PlayStation 4 controller, that you completely turn it off. You would not believe how many times so many people just go ahead and just leave their controller on. And if you have a PS4 or something like that, maybe it'll just randomly turn off. But on some devices like PC or whatever other device, this controller will just stay on until you go ahead and turn it off. So just go ahead and completely turn this controller off. You can do that by holding down this button or just disconnecting it from your device. And that will go ahead and make sure that your controller will go ahead and stay, on when it needs to be on and then turn off when you're no longer using it. So that is pretty much the number one thing I would recommend doing 1000%. Now, another thing, when you're charging up your controller, you want to make sure you're charging it up all the way 100%. If your controller is randomly dying, it could be because you're charging it maybe from 0% to 30% and then it's dying back down to 0%, just over and over again. So if you're able to plug this thing in and charge it for quite a bit of time, that's another thing I'd recommend doing as well, making sure your controller is charged up as long as you can. On top of that, your controller may have a battery degradation going on. So what this means is basically with your controller, the battery can randomly degrade, and you probably want to make sure you avoid that. Now, there's not much you can do. You can replace the battery inside your controller if you want to, but if your controller battery health is at 70% of what it used to be, and even if you charge it up to 100%, it's only going to be at max 70% of what it used to be. So those are pretty much the main things to keep in mind. Other than that, I'd recommend, like I said, disconnecting it from your device whenever you're done and making sure your controller is fully powered off when you're no longer using it. If you have any other thoughts or questions, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video.